Hi, I am Graeme Osborne and I'm a composer for video games, and this is a tour of my studio. And as with every studio, it's a work in progress, but it's a place that I'm proud of, and it's a place that enables me to drop into a creative frame of mind really quickly. It's a space that also enables me to work with a huge array of the virtual instruments I have, but also to record live instruments when I need to, whether that's acoustic guitar, electric guitar, violin, and I even had a kazoo player in here the other day. And every composer needs their studio assistant, and here's Lula. Lula is one of two assistants I have. The other, Marshall, is probably asleep on the sofa. So the cabinets and the desk are all IKEA, which is no surprise. I got these second hand and I managed to get the whole lot for £80 British, so happy days there. My studio is based around a MacBook Pro M1 with 64 gigs of RAM. There's a separate video I did on the performance capabilities of the M1, which I'll link to, but needless to say, it's an awesome machine and it does everything I need and more. So what's on the desk? My main audio interface is the Apollo Twin X. Previous to this, I've had the RME Fireface 400 for 10-12 years, which was an exceptional interface. But the new MacBook Pros don't have the older FireWire capability, so I swapped over a few years ago. They're both great, but the Apollo allows me to also make use of my Universal Audio plugins that I've already purchased. I've got a couple of controllers on the desk. There's the Stream Deck, and that allows me to control my macros and key commands in Cubase and Logic. Yes, I use both. Yes, they're both great. Don't ask which one you should use. Make your own mind up. I also have some of the Monogram controllers, which are really useful for controlling the VST parameters, and also the Steinberg CC121, which is great for controlling Cubase. Sitting quietly behind all of this is a Kensington docking station, which helps to connect everything to the MacBook Pro. My keyboard is the Arturia Keylab 88 Mark II, which I've mounted on some heavy-duty sliders under my desk. I've mounted it to the side of the cabinets because everyone knows the IKEA desktops are pretty much made of paper and wouldn't hold the weight of the keyboard. So it's on two heavy-duty drawer sliders and some repurposed leftover wood as the base, and it works perfectly. To maximise desk space, I've also wall-mounted my focal monitors. Now I know there are pros and cons for wall mounting, however if I need to do any critical mixing, I tend to outsource that, so this gets me 95% of the way there. I've also got the Rode boom arm, which is great for keeping the mic out of the way when it's not needed, and also giving me a whole range of movement for when I do need to record something. In the IKEA Alex cabinets, there's a load of books that will eventually go on some bookshelves when I get round to putting them up, and there's also my Blackmagic dock that holds my SSDs. And for acoustic treatment, I've made 6 absorption panels using some rough sawn timber, some fiberglass insulation and some nice coloured fabric, and these were really cheap to make and they're very effective. I haven't put them all up yet, but there's a few acting as a ceiling cloud just to prevent some reflections. On the other side of the room is the office space where I do a lot of my admin and also my gaming PC. And you know, as a games composer, it's only right that you have to play the games, so that's my excuse anyway. So that's it. It's a fairly basic and minimalistic setup, but it does everything I need it to do. It's incredibly powerful, it's incredibly effective, and it's really easy to maintain. So hope you found it interesting, and look out for some more videos from me shortly. Cheers all.